High FM, 101.9 megahertz of life.
This is a Reframe. It's happening 16th to 19th of August at Schaffler's. It's the Malka Art auction and exhibition. And just going through this catalogue, it looks absolutely awesome. In studio with me is Nicole Hoffman. She's the creative director for Malka Fertility Fund, and Danette Gordon, who is an artist. Nicole, well, first of all, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Morning.
So, Nicole, let's just start with you from a bigger picture as creative director for Malka. Tell me about Reframe.
So every 18 months we host a art auction and exhibition. We every year try and make the exhibition more professional and more enjoyable for the community, a more professional space for the artists themselves, and we are very blessed that we have many artists who rush to donate work to our exhibition, which we then auction with the proceeds going to the Malka Fertility Fund.
And the name, Reframe?
So every year there are a lot of different voices that come together with over 70 artists, you can imagine. So we try and find one idea that holds it all together. Sometimes it's relevant to the time we're in. This year, it was about attitude. It was about changing the way we think. It tapped into Viktor Frankl's idea of when you can't change your circumstances, you can change your attitude. And that's very much also the work we do at Malka. We find especially couples who had a vision for their life and all of a sudden are faced with news which may come as a shock, and they find their circumstances are not what they wanted, and they can't picture a future, without the family they wanted to build, and that's where Malka comes in. We help them reframe that, and we help try and create a different future for them. So the Reframe
it works on so many different levels. Also, I find it fascinating in the sense that I think South Africans and South African Jews in particular are reframing in a positive way a lot of our own value and position in the world, whereas we've always been, sort of that other community. We now see that actually we're an incredibly powerful community, a community that hasn't experienced some of the challenges of others. Obviously, we have to some extent, but I'm seeing a reframing of so many aspects of our world, and that kind of taps into a representation of our world, which is amazing. Danette, how do you choose what to exhibit? And I happen to be familiar with some of your stuff, and it's quite varied, from sitting around a Yom Tov table where I say, wow, this is incredible, who is it? It's you, to your artwork on the... How do you decide what is the best work to exhibit here?
So for me, I think a big part of it is just wanting Malka to really make something from the piece.
Right.
So the reframe or whatever the theme is of that year plays the big role.
Right.
In just
so you're guided by that theme, and you want to talk to
100%
to that.
And then also ultimately, I do want the organization to make as much money as possible. So it needs to be relevant to them, to the community, something that I know would work in multiple people's homes. Just kind of looking for what's lacking and trying to create that.
So what did you choose?
This year I chose Beit HaMikdash, and I think a lot of my work has been, you'll see it in the book.
Yeah, I'm going to look for it now.
Yes, but I've been selling my Beit HaMikdash for a few years, and I started doing it at a similar time to when the Rav Perez and the Shirley Perez launched their Beit HaMikdash.
Wow.
I think it's so important to have one in your house, and I think you can have a small one or a big one, and this one just feels like it's not like in your face, where it feels like
beautiful,
this massive thing, but also it's beautiful enough to have up on your wall and to like push your focus there, and
it's incredible. Have you exhibited there before?
I have. I've exhibited since the beginning.
How long has this been going, as a matter of interest?
So this is our fourth exhibition, and we hold them every 18 months.
Right. Well, it's interesting. I would have assumed it's August, Women's Month, women artists, but it's actually every 18 months, so it's not always actually this time of year.
No. Well, the event actually takes Kate and I and the Malka Ella team a year to put on properly. We put out our call for Jewish women artists approximately a year before the date. So before this exhibition is even finished, Kate and I will have set a date for the next one because we're a little bit obsessed with this exhibition.
That's okay. That's good. All good things.
And in about 6 months time, we'll put out a call for artists, and we start collecting art which is given to us for consideration, and we start the curatorship process, which all the pieces go through. And we select the works. I
was going to ask about that, because that's got to be a little sensitive, obviously, and I can see Kate's reaction to it. But it's a reality, is that somebody might want to present a work that is maybe inappropriate, maybe, and I don't mean inappropriate in a prudish way, but it just isn't relevant. It's not relevant to the theme, or it might be really not so good. How do you deal with that?
So the very first consideration we have is subject matter. Mm-hmm. The work doesn't have to represent Judaica. It doesn't have to be Jewish in theme. As Danit said, we do get Kotel and Beit HaMikdash and Rebbe. We do get, more expected, if you like, subject matter, although it's always handled in a beautiful, unexpected way. So the first consideration is subject matter. If a piece comes to us and we don't feel that we could walk past any of our Rabbonim or holy women in front of that, then immediately we can't accept that.
100%. Then
there's technique, then there's style, there's variation, there's a lot of considerations. It's a difficult part of the process for Kate and I. It's never nice to have to disappoint anyone. We always encourage the artist to submit another piece, or to submit again at the next exhibition. We're trying to provide a platform for Jewish women artists to show their work to the community. It's not easy to access that audience outside of social media, and social media generally talks to a bit of an echo chamber. You speak to the people you know.
And that's a problem, because we think people are hearing, but actually it's in the same environment over and over sometimes. Danit, do you get, if you've got one piece here and let's say I like the piece, but I'm not fortunate enough to get to win it, to buy it, whatever it would be. Do you find that there is, following this, have you seen some success of people approaching you and saying, look, I couldn't get that, but what else do you have?
Yes, very much so.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. So, like I said, I've been part of the exhibition since right at the beginning. Yeah. And I think that kind of was like my launch into the art selling world.
Oh, wow.
Yes, which is incredible.
What a beautiful way to launch your career, actually.
Yeah, my first ones that I gave in were a Minnie and a Mickey Mouse. And even from then, people have approached me and asked me to do commissions, or they've said, I wasn't able to afford that particular piece, but I would love you to make one.
Something smaller or simpler or using.
And I've done it for them, and it's amazing.
Has it determined your style at all? Has it influenced your style?
No, not really. Yeah, I think I've just... all my art, I'm a self-taught artist, so I think everything that I do and I paint, it really does come from Hashem. It doesn't, my style can vary, like you said. I do watercolor, I do oils, I abstract. It is what it is. Yeah,
absolutely incredible. Nicole, just we don't have a huge amount of time, but I just want, if anybody is first of all, I'm assuming that everybody knows about Malka Ella because because I do. It doesn't mean that, speaking about that echo chamber, that everybody does. Just give us an overview about Malka Ella, and then we can talk more details about the exhibition if people want to go, etc.
So the Malka Ella Fertility Fund was started 25 years ago by Suzanne and Saul Sackstein, and it was answering a need in the community to provide, at the time, financial assistance for Jewish couples who couldn't afford fertility treatment.
Right.
And unfortunately, that is a growing number in the community. At least 1 in 6 couples will experience some kind of fertility.
Is that number growing, or are people just being a little bit more open about it, do you think?
It's difficult to tell.
Yeah.
But I don't think the number's going to improve for various reasons. Malka Ella, though, financial assistance is one aspect of what we do. We offer emotional
which I'm
counselling,
sure is
very important. We have amazing counsellors. We offer halachic supervision. We have mashgichot to work in the labs with the doctors to ensure halachic stringency on all procedures. We have genetic testing, which is something we're going to be talking a lot more of in the coming months, which is incredibly important. Genetic counselling, and everyone needs to be have genetic screening, and that access to that information can be found on our website, malkaella.koza. And we have the most magnificent Davening exchange program called Ohel Sarala, which pairs couples who don't have children with singles who are unmarried. They exchange names in confidence and they daven for each other. And the statistics of success are incredible. It's amazing.
That I've never heard that before. That is just unbelievable.
It really is.
Wow.
Yeah.
That really is something phenomenal. It's really beautiful.
So the exhibition opens to the public at 12 o'clock on Sunday the 16th of August.
Right.
It will be open all of Sunday afternoon. We're closed on Sunday night for a function, which is open to all people 25 plus. We call it our Future Leaders event.
That's on Sunday evening.
That's on Sunday evening. Okay. That does require an RSVP.
That's what I was going to ask you about that. So for the exhibition itself, 12 o'clock, that opens. People don't need to book for that.
No.
You can just
no booking required.
Can just go to Schaeffler's.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Parking can be a bit limited, so Uber's always a great idea.
Right.
There's coffee and there's snacks.
And what's the process of buying? Because you're talking about an auction. You talk about what can I expect?
So there will be 100 artworks on display, and beneath each artwork will be a card with details and a QR code. And if you're interested in finding out more about that piece, you scan the QR code, you register with the auction, which is a very quick and easy process. And if you like the piece, you can bid on the piece, and you'll then monitor the auction. If you're outbid, you get a
little notice.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely. So it's a proper online auction.
Right. I was going to say I'm mad about online auctions. My family less so, because I bring home some very weird stuff, but that's okay. So I'm very familiar with this, and it's actually it's incredibly simple, because what happens is you register to bid, you put in your number. It's an automated drop-down thing, I would imagine. It's a similar process, and it says you are winning.
Yes.
And then somebody else comes along and they outbid you. It gives you the opportunity. You'll either get an email or a message, and then you can increase your bid until to a level that you're comfortable with.
Exactly.
And when does it all close?
So the exhibition is open Sunday to Wednesday. We are open Tuesday till 6:30 and Monday till 6:30 and Tuesday and Wednesday till 8 p.m. So people can come past after work if they can't get there in the day. And then the auction will close from 2 o'clock on Thursday the 20th, the next day.
Brilliant.
There's a slightly staggered closing. We've had situations in the past where in the last 5 minutes, every person who wants a piece of art comes on the site and crashes our site despite our best efforts.
I find those the most annoying people, because I'm thinking I'm winning that piece, and then right at the end,
it's very stressful.
Yeah,
hopefully this
stressful.
year,
but it's fun.
We've taken up 3 times the bandwidth this year, so hopefully.
No, but it's a lot of fun.
Also, the art...
And it's all for an amazing cause.
It's
so that's okay.
It's all for Tzedakah and for Malka Ella, and the art can be paid for over 12 months.
Oh, that's good to know.
Absolutely.
Actually,
so we don't want to stretch people,
right.
And it's besides making money for Malka Ella, obviously, and to please God change some Jewish families. We really do. It is a beautiful community event. It's a beautiful environment. The art is beautiful. It's a safe space. And
it's such a refreshing. It is so refreshing to go and see South African Jewish women artists displaying their work, some of which you will love, some of it you'll love less, but it's just
a beautiful environment to be in, and to see like a cultural event of the success.
Absolutely,
and it's around the corner, so we keep it close.
Exactly. So all the best with it. I think it is going to be absolutely amazing, and I can tell you just looking at the catalogue, Reframe, 16th to the 19th of August 2026 at Schaffler's, there's some pieces that are really just incredible, and no doubt that you will definitely find something that appeals to your taste.